Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of practicing free outfit hacks on Dress to Impress. This is part 3 and we have new videos from a YouTuber named Earthquacks, and if you want to check out her channel to see what kind of hacks she has given us for this month, all you have to do is subscribe to her channel. She has over a lot of subscribers right now and only 761 videos, so please support her by subscribing her YouTube channel because she is amazing with these free hacks. And with that in mind, let's get started with this video. Okay, in this video, which I'm going to mute it because it's copyrighted, the copyright music of course, we have this beautiful dress and it requires the Glinda dress. I don't know what you call it. I think it's from either award shows or something. Then you get the alphabet dress, and then you have to get this skirt, but it has to have the side ruffles on it. And then there's another dress, which I'm assuming it's the Elsa one. So I'm going to pause the video and then, well, I'm not going to pause it yet, because first things first, I'm going to see what they have in store. It has to be pink. Then we have to have the Elsa sleeves, or the Elsa cape thing. Then we have to add the flowers, which I don't know if does need recoloring. Then we get the attractive dress. I don't know if I call it a vampire dress, but I may have to call it that. And it also has to be green as well, and that is the hack. So let me try this. Okay, so I'm already at the Dress to Impress free play mode right now. Well, actually the Dress to Impress game first, and then I went to free play mode. Let me find my tag name so I could get started. But first things first though, I have to recolor my model's or avatar skin right now because I gotta make it look as promising, you know? Then we're going to do the we'll worry about the nails later, but right now what's important is the makeup and the hairstyle, which of course it takes a little while longer to load because, you know. But since it takes a long while, I can't even talk. Since it's going to take a long while longer to load, let me go ahead and just like get things going. So, we need items, and we need to, but the one is like when you go to certain events that Ariana Grande wears, it's this one. And the toggle that we're using is basically the top. So let's see which one is it. It's definitely number 5. It's definitely number 5. And it takes a while to load. And the toggle for this has to be some sort of pastel green. I don't know if this is the exact color. It's probably this one. It's probably this one. Next up we have the dress. And we have to, and it has 4 of the previews. It has to be green. And let's see, hold on. I think this one has to be green too. Okay, so I checked the video and I have to make sure of it. It definitely has to be that sort of color, you know? Okay, the next thing that I need to do, what else do I need? I need to go to awards so that I can use, and the top has to be number 3 to do the ruffles, and it needs to be, which barely see it, but you know how it is. Then the next part we need to get this, and there's a toggle on that. And I think it's supposed to be green as well. I don't know if that's supposed to look good or not. Maybe it's toggle 2. Or perhaps not. Hold on. Then we need to get the sleeves as well. It also has a toggle. It also needs to be green, I believe. Actually, for some reason, it's supposed to be pink in that video. The sleeves, of course. So, let me go ahead and... There we go. Then the next thing that we need to do is that we need to go to the spring collection on the chest view, and we need to grab this, and we need to remove the details. Then we have to grab this one as well to remove some details here. I don't know if it looks good or not, but that's what the video is showing me. It wants me to go to get the floor out item, excuse me, and then I have to get this new dress that I managed to get on the baddie pass, and I have to make everything green on that one. And for some reason, the details has to be shiny. So we go back to awards again, get this dress, and we do this color. Everything has to be pastel green, I believe. Yeah. So it looks like we're done, but let me pause it to make it better. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is hack number 1. Now, I did pretty okay with this, but I'm not sure if this is the one that I could try to pull it off. But it's definitely giving me a little bit of a floral theme, so I like it. I really do. But I think it doesn't matter what color do you use to make this outfit, as long as it's very pretty and gives you enough to make it to the podium, then, you know. But overall, I made it more foil than metallic, but I don't think that's going to work out. But I can try if I manage to get the floral theme, which is like flower theme. Yeah. So anyways, let's move on to the next hack. Alright, so let's scroll down, or at least click the down button to move on to the next hack. And this hack has something to do with the new code dress, which everyone dislikes for some reason. So first off, we're going to start off with this dress that we're talking about. And I think it doesn't matter which color. Then we move on to the Pixruru dress, and the toggle has to be like a top chain thing. Then we move on to the Raven dress, which is the one when you completed the Lena quest. Then we get the dress that is summery and make it a bit like a different color. And I think it has to be either shiny or glittery. I can't tell. And then we have to get this top, which is like a I don't know what you call it, but it has to be a color that blends in. And it's very easy, very short, and very simple. So, let's see if we can pull this off. Let me pause this video. And I'm already restarted free play mode just so that I could, like, start over this, not start over the first outfit, but this is going to be the second one. And I do need to change my skin tone just because, but we're going to move on with the outfit. We're going to move on with the outfit just because, so... Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go to code items, and we move on to this dress, and we could choose whatever color we want. I think I'm going to go with this color, and this color like this. Then the details, let's make metallic. I think I did this wrong, but let's remove this and try this again. Because I think what I need to do, I had to make it like this and then make it a bit this. Then we're going to change it into foil. I think it's quite obvious this is going to be a fail because obviously it's not working out. I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it, I'm going to have this color, but I'm going to have this color. Then we go and find the Pixruru dress, which is this one right here. And then the toggle that we need is not the shears, but the top itself. And there's a bit of a preview, so I might have to leave it like that for now. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Then the next thing that I remember, we have to go to this currency item toggle, and then we have to pick this dress. And what we need to do here is that we have to make it like this. This probably looks awful, but let's make this blue and make it like this. You know what I think it is? I think it's because of the I haven't recolored the Pixruru. So let's try this, and we're going to leave this white, and I don't know if it looks good or not, but I think that will soon change once we get to the other top. Then we're going to go with this outfit, and the trims, I think the trims is going to have to be this color, and then it's going to have to be this color. Or probably white, just because. You know what I should have done? I should have make it like... I should have left it like this. Because that looks so much better. I don't know why I feel this way. But I'm also going to make it everything white for now. And there you go. I think that looks much better. It's almost like a very like sky color. And then we gotta grab this top right here. And we gotta recolor it like what it was. With the top and all. And I think there's a toggle that we could remove and stuff. And then we're going to change it into foil. Which probably does not matter because the details looks very off. Keep in mind it's supposed to look like this because the color schemes looks very, very pretty. It looks very pretty, but now it's more like... And I think it's missing with the necklace. That's the thing. I think I know what's missing. But first, let's go back to the video to see what I missed so far. So I know that the dress we need are two coat dresses. Then we need to get the raven sleeves, which obviously it's the Lena Raven dress. Then we get the summer dress, which is obviously going to be in that color. It's going to be so pretty. Then we need to get this dress. And we have to leave it... Yes, the toggle has to be corset. It has to be corset. And I think it's missing the necklace. But I think it's more like she didn't mention it. But that is the dress that we're going for. It looks nice, but I think it's the string thing that threw me off. It threw me off a little bit. So let's move on to... I'm not going to put any hairstyle and makeup on. Not because it's bad, but it's like, you know. So let's move on to the final hack. the third one. Okay, so I think this third hack is going to be a little bit challenging. But the problem is right now is that it's not loading. It's not starting the video. Alright, so this is the final hack, and this is probably going to be a little bit challenging. So what we need to do is that we need to grab this alphabet code dress. And I think it doesn't matter which color. Then we need to get the Umoye dress. Excuse me. And I think it's supposed to be shiny, but the details are off. But that's where it gets interesting. We need to grab the Glinda dress that has the bubbles in it. And then we grab this top right here, and it needs to be corset mode, despite the strings throwing me off at this point. Then we grab the sleeves, which is more like poofy, but still long sleeves, and this is what I'm trying to do. It's definitely giving me the Cinderella vibes, but let's go for it. Alright, so let's get started. So, first off, we need to grab that alphabet dress and then the Umoye dress. And it's got to be from the code items collection. So instead of focusing on the Umoye dress, we're going to focus on the alphabet dress. What color do you choose? Because the importance is to, like, you know, I'm going to make this everything, like, I'm going to make this everything purple at this time. I'm going to make this everything purple. Then we're going to move on the Umoye dress. And the toggle has to be number 2. And we're going to remove that. We're going to the color wheels and choose this. Then we're going to... No. That's not going to work. We're going to go back to this color right here. We're going to make it like, change it to this color. Then I know what you're thinking. This doesn't look as, you know, but that's where everything starts. We have to grab this dress. We have to grab this dress, which is the Glinda dress. And you can try to blend it in to make it more decent, which it looks great. Because my favorite color is purple. No doubt about it. And then we're going to need this poofy sleeves, which is going to be this color. But also the trims and everything has to be in a certain light color. And I'm not going to lie, this is probably the one dress, the one outfit that I could probably use for elegance or something royal-like. Yeah. We're going to check this out one more time just to make sure that I did not miss everything. Because this is going to be very, very important. So first off, we stick off with the alphabet code dress. Then the Umoye dress, which the toggle has to be with no flowers, no sleeves. And sure, it has to be either glittery or shiny. But you also got to get the Glinda dress just to blend it in just a little bit more. And to make it look as beautiful as possible. And oh yeah, I forgot about the corset. The leather top that contains the corset. That was my mistake. But at least now I know exactly what's missing. So let's go back to this. And we're going to grab this top. But we have to put it in corset only. Then we're going to recolor it with this color. And there you go. The details is throwing me off right over here, but at least it looks pretty. I think this could be the dress, not the dress. This could be the outfit hack that I might use, or I could use either the second or first one. I'm indecisive about which one should I use, but it looks amazing. That is all for today's part 3 video of practicing free outfit hacks on Dress to Impress. If you want to see some more, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the Fashion Roblox Gamer channel. And also subscribe to Earthquack's channel too, just for support, because she did an amazing job of creating these free hacks. Because not everyone could have access to VIP, especially if they don't have enough Roblox. But regardless, leave a like and subscribe, turn on these notifications so you won't miss a single upload. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!